Hi children, in this video I am going to explain the finding the normal to a curved surfaces. Here I am taking a piece of a thin foam or a rubber, and I put it some nails, 4 nails I put it perpendicular to this surface. This surface is called as plane surface and vertical surface. This vertical surface I am keeping the nails perpendicular to this surface. So here this you let it be a plane mirror. When you let it the plane mirror, these nails are called as a rays or beam of light parallel to each other. In this case, in this second case, what happened? This is bended inside the curved surfaces. So while bending inside, what happened? These nails all comes to closer, and these nails you extend the dot lines, so it will be meet at one point. This point is called center of curvature of this curved path. So this is called as converging. All the lines are converged at one point. So even though in this case is also, these are called normal to this curved surface. Whenever this surface is bending outside like this, first one is bending like this, so inside we are taken. Second one we have bending like this, we have to take this side, this surface. Okay, so here this is called as concave surface, this is called as convex surface. Whenever the convex surface is there, these lines extend inside. So while extending, this will be meet at one point. This point is called center of curvature. This curvature to be taken inside like this. Okay, nothing but center. This perpendicular normals are called as radius of the circle. Normal is nothing but perpendicular 90 degrees to the surface. You see, this is the circle. This is the tangent. Tangent means touch at one point on the circle. Draw the point to the center, a line, that is called radius. This radius is itself normal to this tangent. So that is perpendicular 90 degrees. This is called normal. Like that, you can draw at any point on the circle. You make it one circle. This is the center. You draw anywhere on the tangent. You draw the radius. This is 90 degrees. This is only called as normal. Similarly, you draw anywhere. This is the normal. So always radius is normal to the tangent. So similarly, in this from this circle you take one part, means like this. So one side you take plane. This is the curved surface. So here whenever it is bending, all comes to close at one point. This is C. This is called normal. So this is only called as radius of the circle. This is the curved surface. If you close it, it will make a circle. This is the center of the curvature. The another diagram you see, this line is principal axis. So C is the center, P is the pole, P is the point on the curved surface. Intersection point of curved surface and the principal axis is called pole, that is P. And here C to this point, some A you let it. So C to A is called a radius of the curved surface, or it is also called as normal. There is also C to B. This point is also called a normal surface. So here in the same diagram, here you take this PC is the principal axis. Here one ray is taken. This is called incident ray. It will be incident on the mirror, concave mirror, and reflects back. So this is called angle of refraction. So from this point to C, you join it. This is called a normal. So this normal is making with angle of incident ray is called incident angle. This normal is making an angle with the reflection ray is called as reflection angle. In this case, angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. That is mentioned here. So angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. This is only called as the first law of reflection. This first activity we have studied, and how to recognize the center of the curvature and what is the principal axis, what is the normal, how to locate the normal on the curved surfaces. So by another experiment we can verify it. By this experiment, you see, this is the thermocol box. On this box you put it to nails, and you take the one candle light at a certain distance. In that case, these two nails are showing parallel to each other, the image. Whenever the candle is taken nearer to this box, what happen here, you see, these two will be diverging, taking diverging position, means exposing. So it will diverge to the both the sides. So diverging, converging means if all the points are close, all the points comes closer at one point is called converging. From that point, if all the points are moving away, this is called diverging. So whenever all the lines are in equal distances, that is called the parallel lines. Parallel, converging and diverging. By diagram you can observe it. These are parallel lines. Rays are parallel. Whenever all the rays are meet at one point, this is called converging. Whenever all points are moving from one point to all sides, this is called diverging. Parallel rays, converging, diverging. Activity 2. In this activity, what we can observe means, here you take the one concave mirror, and you draw the principal axis. This is the principal axis, this is the pole P, and this is the center of curvature. This is the principal axis. Okay. Now this is exposed to sun rays. All sun rays is coming towards the mirror. These are sun rays. These rays are coming towards the mirror. So whenever it is incident on the mirror, it reflects back. These are called reflected rays. These rays are pointed at one point. How we should recognize it means, you take a small paper, you take nearer to the mirror. So at one position the paper will be glowing, shining with a bright color. So then that position is called the point of contact of all these rays. These red color rays of angle, the rays of incidence, these are rays of reflection. So all these gets at one point. This point is called the focal point. This point is called focal point. So this is the focal point, this is center of curvature, this is the pole. So the distance between the PF, pole of the point, and pole of the concave mirror, and focal point, this distance is called as focal length. PF is equal to focal length, and PF is always equal to FC. So here CP is the radius of curvature. CP is the radius of curvature. This CP is always double to the focal length. That focal length is written as a small f, so it is equal to 2f. This radius of curvature is also called as normal. It is also called as normal. So this we have recognized with this diagram. Here PF length is called as the focal length, and F is the focal point, where all points are closed at one position is called as focal point. and P2F length is called as focal length, and PF is equal to FC. Therefore PC length, PC is the radius of curvature, that is equal to double to the focal length. This is for concave mirror. Similarly, you do for the convex mirror. You see here, this is the convex mirror. You take the paint inside. This is the principal axis. This point is pole. Here is the center of curvature is inside. This center is here. So the rays are coming from this side. This side is we have the sun. So parallel rays. These are the rays, and it will be reflect back. These are the reflected rays. So these rays, you extend it. While extending, it will meet at one point. This point is called focal point. Here is also similar thing. PF is the length of the focal point, and CF is equal to PF is equal to F. Then CP is the radius of curvature. CP is the radius of curvature. This is equal to 2F. Similar to this. Everything is same. Only thing is here the focal point is formed, or image is formed behind the mirror. In this case, concave mirror, the focal point is formed in front of the mirror. After listening this video, you go through the textbook. You read clearly line by line in the textbook, activity 1 and activity 2. You can understand easily.